What is going on, world? What's going on, fitness world? Welcome to R2F Mindset. Well, as you can see or heard the news, we have a new Olympia champion, Samson Dauda. We need those shirts made. I can see the quotation now. Never doubt a Dauda. First off, I said this a month or two ago. Samson Dauda can win the Olympia. People laughed. People chimed in. What are you talking about? He's not ready yet. He can't get conditioned. Should have, could have, didn't, but he did. So people are going to have hate. People are going to say he shouldn't have won. But at the end of the day, those judges seen something in Samson that said, hey, you got what it takes. So kudos. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the first couple or female coach to win Olympia title. So congrats to Marlena. Hell of a job. I'm not going to dive into the past or whatnot. All I can say is you guys put it together. You can see the joy in his face. My take, I believe it was time for a change for Samson. Nothing against the Brain Milos. They had a great run, but obviously something happened and they bumped head a couple times. So Samson felt maybe it's time for me to take that journey elsewhere and try something different. And once he did that, you can see the mindset, how happier he was. I felt like stress was just totally lifted off his back, right? And the reason I say that, just doing more posts, when he was communicating and telling his live feeds on his YouTube, it seems he was in a better place. And I tell people all the time, it's all about the mindset. If you put your mind in a healthy environment, you feel good, things start rolling. And as you can see, we have a new champion. Prize money was increased, 600,000. Um, let's go through the list. What happened to Derek? It looked to me, from my opinion, that Derek was either suffering something to do with his legs. His legs didn't match up compared to last year. Maybe an injury, but they looked downsized. His chest was a little better, but in my eyes, I didn't get that wow factor. Like, wow. Um, Hardy definitely brought it. He said something about they got to be like the Sahara Desert, dry or don't come at all. He was dry. I just think the size played a factor. Samson would just outmass those guys, and he was better this year than last year. You can definitely see it in the conditioning. I'm not saying he was as sharp as Hardy, but with his package and physique, it did enough for him to excel to the next level to win, obviously, or he wouldn't have won. He came in fuller, he was drier, he was more balanced. Was it better than the France show? I'd have to see side by side, so I can't really do the comparison. But talking on that, was it a smart choice? Obviously, it paid off with him and his coach Marlena. They had a game plan, get the kinks out prior, and then see what we can do and bring a better package to the Olympia. Proved many, many haters wrong. They did it. So kudos once again. I believe he's going on vacation, so enjoy the vacation. Well done, Samson. Other breaking news. Let's talk about, I believe it was in classic physique, if I'm not mistaken. Just bear with me for a moment. I'm going to find out the other shocking news. Yes. If you didn't see his speech or hear it, it was emotional. Kudos to Sebum. What you done, you set a trend, you set a bar. of expectations. And even when you said it back in 2016 when you started, you didn't know what you were talking about. You were a young boy and just going through the phases, but you obviously had a plan and you impacted many, even myself. I know we talked on email about working together. It didn't happen, but what you left the taste in my mouth was this guy is a real deal. So once again, amazing. Six titles, and I knew he was going to win. It was closer this year than previous years, but when he came in, had the Chicago hoodie on 45. That number is symbolic. If you don't know, it's I got my 4 or 5. I'm pointing at you. This is my time, and he definitely proved it. It was his time. Everything was aligned. You know, the birth of his daughter. It was time, and he said to himself, "I've done enough. There's nothing more to prove." Passed the torch, and he retired on his terms. Healthy, mindset is good. So much more to explore, and the next coming Olympias are going to be interesting because now we have Mike Summerfield who came second. I was a little bit nervous because he brought a package that was okay. You could be the next thing, right? Urs, better package, but I think the tan hurt him. I think he needed to go back and say, hey, I need to be darker. It accentuated his back development and his glutes, but it just didn't match up apples and oranges on stage. Everyone else had a good tan, and his tan just wasn't up to par. Ramon Dino, what can I say? Just wasn't his time, but he took it like a champ, well respected, and kudos. All I have to say, your English much improved. You've been practicing. You know that it's universal, it's needed, and that's hard to do. But once again, amazing job, Breon. What more can you say? He's the only one left from the C bum days back competing. Finished fifth. He brought a good package. I think this package is better than last year, but people got better as well, right? So it was hard to place him into the top three. I think the placings were very much deserved. So that's my take on the 2024 Olympia. 2025 is going to be amazing. Just get your popcorn ready. Big things are coming. So, what's your take? Chime in. We're going to have some guests on the show and talk about the Olympia, but I just wanted to give the update once again. Kudos to Samson. I'm very proud of you, Marlena. Take it in. Well done. Hostile supplements. Fuad. All I can say is you picked him out from way back when. You've seen something in him and believed, and it all paid off. So good job to you and your team. On that note, let's do the famous drum roll. R2F signing out. Mindset.